Hey, what's up, guy? How you doing? Welcome back. Man, when we're looking at the market, it looks different. It's not following the charts. It's not following 2017s. So what do? If the game is changing with more institutional money coming in, then I have to change. So I'm changing my outlook. What I initially thought was you're gonna work your game, work your plan, and you'll have one pump. It'll pull back a little bit. You have another pump. It'll pull back. You have another pump. What I also thought was staking. You don't stake during the bull run. That would be stupid. You stake, you get 4%, 10%, even 12%. Say you stake at pace 30%. Why would I waste all this time with these possibly moon charts, 200, 300% on a 30%? This is my chance for this to go up. It's not a guarantee. We're finding out now. It's no guarantee it's going to keep booming like this every cycle. But staking gives you a small, steady growth. So you have to see, is it worth it for me to take the small route that's more guaranteed? It's not guaranteed in that way, but it's more steady. The chances are better. Or am I going to risk the boom and possibly miss? Now, I don't know if this is Web3 starting to come in, or if just the game is changing, or just DeFi is opening up new options in staking, in liquidity providing. When you're looking at it now, like, okay, so I didn't look at that for the bull market. That seemed like a bear market type thing. I'm going to ride this monkey all the way up in the bull market. Once it slows down and starts to come back down and we hit a bear market, then I'll pop in the stable coins and try to hold what I made steady. That's my old approach. And I'm not all the way done converting it yet, just so you know ahead of time, full transparency. But, and by the way, this is obvious. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to give you financial advice. I'm saying what I think and how I'm changing with the market as we get through it. Because this is Spencer's Crypto Vibe. So we're just we're vibing, talking. Okay, so now DeFi protocols are starting to come out and show us different types of staking options, different ways to handle how much you get returns in APY and APR. And you can compound your returns. Compounding interest is a huge subject. So, like if you do something that's giving you 10% return and it's paid weekly, monthly, and you can compound your interest, the $1,000 you put in, you earn 10%. So you'll make $100 payable in a month, right? So in a month you can recompound. Next month, now you have 1,100 because you put the 100 back into your principal, and now you're compounding 10% of that, right? So now you're working off 1,100 versus 1,000, and you constantly make more money that way. The way that works on the chart, I'm always backwards whenever I play this. When that works on the chart, it really gets parabolic quick. It starts slow and you don't see much thing. But man, there is a tipping point. And that tipping point, when you hit that, boom, it's like your money goes crazy. That's what we have the option to do now. There's a lot of staking platforms that are offering that kind of return. So when you see the 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000% returns, and some of them even 1,000,000%. I mean, it's crazy. But when you think about, if you look at what they're actually doing, they're counting what they expect the coin to do because it's deflationary. So the price of the coin's going down, which means you're earning more coin. I mean, not the price of the coin goes down, the amount of coin goes down, which means if the demand stays, the price of the supply goes up. So not only that, with the deflationary coin, but compounding your interest that you get, they're kind of calculating this all up in those big percentages. And they're saying at the end of a year, you're probably going to have 30,000% return. You're going to have what looks like 30,000% return based on what you put in. Because it doesn't make sense in old staking. How can you give me 3,000%? Oh, but you auto compound. Or you even manually compound. As long as you can put it back in and change your principal, then that money goes crazy. That's what we have an option to do now. So now I look at it and say, Do I want to come in and put my money in 𝐸𝐚𝐾? 𝐸𝐚𝐾 had a good run this year, but it kind of only ran once. So if you missed that first run and you get in it now and you're coming in at like the $2, maybe you come in at 150 if you really caught it early in that second pump, you really didn't even double your money. Sometimes you may even be just even. You're probably not even if you got in off that first run at any time in 𝐸𝐚𝐾. You're probably at least even. You haven't lost anything. But you might not have made much. And we're a year later almost. This is 7-8 months after that influx of money. There's nothing else coming. In 2017, there was multiple pumps, right? So if you missed the first pump, you could get in. You wouldn't make as much the next pump, but it still was significant. And this is changing. So do you want to get into 𝐸𝐚𝐾 right now and say, I'm going to see where this goes? Because 𝐸𝐚𝐾 has a lot of good press coming out. They have an EIP 1559, the same thing that Ethereum did. It's coming out in 𝐸𝐚𝐾 next week. So 𝐸𝐚𝐾's probably going to pump again. Now, is it going to pump another 2x? Like, is it going to double your money, triple your money? So you have to look at this. If I put $1,000 in the 𝐸𝐚𝐾 right now, with the EIP coming next week, we possibly, could that 1,000 turn into 2,000, 3,000? Possibly. Maybe even. Not next week, but it'll start growing towards that. Could it get to 5,000? Possibly. But that's really stretching it. 𝐸𝐚𝐾's already a pretty big market cap. Now, say you take that same $1,000 and you put it in one of these staking apps that are paying you 10%, or there's one that's even like Drip is paying you 1% a day, and you can compound. So if you put in that, you put $1,000 in, and every day you make $10. So at the end of the month, if you took the $10 out every time, you're up to $300. Already a third of what you put in 1 month in. And you recompound those. So this is going to make the time shorter. I'm not even calculating recompounding. I'm not, because for the math it's easier. Basically 1% a day, 3 months, you pretty much double your money that you put in. Now, it's going to be more than that because of the compounding. But you start to get that chart growing up like this. You recompound that and you go a second 3 months. Now you're 6 months in. You've doubled that money because of the in addition to the auto compounding, whatever that adds in speed and how much you make. So in 6 months, basically, you can 4x your money because you doubled it in 3 months. The next 3 months, you double that. So you're at 4x in 6 months. And this is the guarantee. The risk is so much lower to do it this way that it's changing the game. Compounding changes it. Just DeFi in general, the rules are changing. The only thing that there's a lot of things that may be able to happen, but you're looking at the price of the coin going down. Like, say if you do Drip, if the price goes down of the coin, then you're still earning the amount of coin that you want. Just like I am with 𝐸𝐚𝐾. I'm on another one. 𝐸𝐸𝐾, the prices dropped significantly, but my value in 𝐸𝐸𝐾 is still growing at the pace they said. It's doubling often. So all I need is for 𝐸𝐸𝐾 to come back up. If that happens in Drip, I'm going to have a lot of Drip. But Drip is deflationary. 𝐸𝐸𝐾 isn't. Did I know? If I'm wrong, please leave it in the comments and let me know. I don't think 𝐸𝐸𝐾 is deflationary at all. It's based on carbon credits. But Drip's deflationary, which means they're burning Drip with every transaction. So that's less supply. And as long as the demand stays, the price goes up. And then my Drip balance should fly back up. And that's just two of the ones that I look at. But the point is, the game has changed, and I have to change with it. My allegiance to L1 technology and my allegiance to layer 0 technology, the new I can play with that. I can play with what I think got me here, so to speak. I can play with what I think we're going to. But am I here for the tech, or am I here for money? Because if I'm here for money, the risk is a lot less with staking. You have to decide, am I going to go with the trends in staking? You know, right now, to me, I'm investing in coins. I'm doing YouTube to build my network. I'm mining helium. I'm holding some long-term coins. Have short bets on new technology to see if they catch, so I don't miss any trends taking off. I'm staking, I'm providing liquidity, I'm doing NFTs. Spread out, dog. I'm spread out. But reducing some of this stack of L1s, reducing some of these crypto technologies that aren't moving in a way that's sustainable is like, I'm not going all the staking, not 100%. There's some people who are doing that and they're filthy. They're making filthy money every day. It's crazy. I don't want to lose the whole thing, but I want to split it possibly. 50% in coins that are technologies that I like, and there should be around that the community appears to like, and 50% of that I want to get out in the staking. Even in this, whatever's left of this bull market, if we're still in a bull market, okay? And I can hold these staking options through the bear market. I can just hold them forever and let them constantly build, constantly build. I think that's the way I'm gonna start doing it now. Whew. Hey, I'd like you to let me know what you're doing, how you're approaching this year. Have you started this year? Have you got in yet? Are you watching me from in? Or are you watching me from out the market? And if you're an old time vet and you've been here and you're grizzled and you've got all your war wounds, please let me know in the comment what you're going through, what options you choose, and how you move through these markets. I'd be real interested to read that. I get out of breath talking about this every single day. It's learning. There's so much new stuff that happens all the time. I can't get into everything, but it's exciting, and I hope you do it. And I think this is the only way to have life-changing money for people like me and maybe people like you. I don't know your situation. For me, this is the thing. Like, if I've never had a pass before, I've never had a chance to get in something before, this is it. That's why I want to get all my people in it, and everybody who feels like they haven't got a shot. You do here. You can do it with $100, $50. It doesn't even matter. All right, guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping. Sorry I sound so out of breath and I'm sweating like a slave. This is crazy. But I'd love it if you can look at some more of my videos, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to try to, increase the output, and hopefully I can say something that helps you in your journey or is at least entertaining. Take care, and I hope you make some money.